Good evening. Good evening. It's a pleasure to welcome you, graduates, spouses, parents, families, and guests to the 2019 College of Engineering Convocation. We're pleased to have with us David Burton, representing the University of Utah Board of Trustees, and University of Utah General Counsel and Vice President Phyllis Vetter. Please join me in welcoming Trustee Burton and Vice President Vetter. Our convocation exercises will begin with a rendition of the national anthem by Daniel Tu'utau. Would the audience please stand?
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Congratulations to all of you who are receiving a degree at this convocation. Graduation Day is one of those major milestones that will be etched into your memory for the rest of your lives. It is a time to celebrate this momentous achievement with friends who have shared your educational journey, and a time to thank your families who have enabled your success through their financial and emotional support. I congratulate you for choosing a rigorous program and for seeing it through to completion. You have made a great career choice, and you have proven to yourselves that you can do hard things. A week ago today, 4 bright freshman honors students who were taking a course called Ethics, Leadership, and the Humanities visited me. 2 of them are in engineering, 1 is in math, and the other is in biology. They are all altruistic-minded young people who are interested in supporting humanitarian causes through their careers. One of them said she'd heard that the opportunities in engineering were in oil and weapons, and she didn't want anything to do with polluting the earth or killing people. They asked me whether there is any area of engineering in which a person could work and actually benefit humanity. Of course, I told them that every area of engineering is focused on making life more productive, healthy, safe, and enjoyable. Of engineering and computer science. They were interested in examples, so I asked them whether it's important to them to have clean water, whether they like being in temperature-controlled buildings that will stand during an earthquake, whether they enjoy being able to travel in safe cars, planes, and public transportation, and whether it's important to them to be able to access information and communicate easily with their friends and family members. We discussed the rise in standard of living enabled by automation and computing in general. I told them how technology-dependent medicine is these days, and that most medical devices are made from and kept sterile by plastics made from oil. I claimed that it is engineers who are addressing environmental issues by making energy sources and transportation cleaner, computers more power efficient, and materials stronger and lighter. Engineers invent and build the instruments and machines that enable scientific exploration. I asserted that it was the Minuteman missile system, developed in large part by Simon Ramo, an alumnus of our college, that averted conflict between the Soviet Union and the West during the Cold War. And I even asked them whether they like Pixar movies. Time will tell whether the other 2 students switch into engineering. But one thing is clear: the graduates of our college are all focused on improving the standard of living and quality of life for humankind. This is a good time to reflect on a few of the major contributions that engineering has made to society. A week from today, on May 10th, we will celebrate the 150th anniversary of the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in Promontory, Utah. This 1912-mile railroad line, built by some 24,000 workers, was a tremendous engineering accomplishment that revolutionized the settlement and economy of Western America. 50 years ago, just 100 years after the Golden Spike was driven, Neil Armstrong, an engineer, I would add, was the first human to set foot on the moon. People had dreamt of flying for millennia. In 1903, Wilbur and Orville Wright made 4 brief flights with their first powered airplane. The progress between those first flights at Kitty Hawk and landing on and returning from the moon is remarkable. Now, flying around the country and the world is as routine as if we were getting on a bus. 1969 is also remembered as the year when the microprocessor was invented. The Intel 4004 had 2,300 transistors, 4-bit data, and a maximum clock rate of 740 kilohertz. Now you can get a smartphone with a terabyte of memory, a microprocessor that has 6.9 billion transistors, 64-bit data, and a clock speed of 2.8 gigahertz. And one of those phones is ringing right over here in Chuck's pocket. That's pretty amazing progress. 2019 is the 50-year anniversary of another engineering marvel that has completely changed society, the internet. At the Silicon Slopes Tech Summit this February, John Warnock, co-founder of Adobe, reminisced about the events that led to that accomplishment. He told of a meeting he attended at Rustler's Lodge at Alta Ski Resort when he was a graduate student at the U, at which researchers from the Defense Department's 12 major university research centers approved a communication network that would connect their computers together. Ivan Sutherland, who came to the University of Utah as a faculty member from the Defense Department's Advanced Research Projects Agency, was one of the early proponents and architects of the network. The first transmission on the ARPANET was sent from UCLA to the Stanford Research Institute on October 29, 1969. On December 5th, the University of California at Santa Barbara and the University of Utah became the 3rd and 4th nodes on the ARPANET, which evolved into the modern internet. And it was Jim Clark, one of our alumni, who founded Netscape, the first commercial internet browser. Clearly, the U has been a major player in digital communications. These are just a few examples of engineering's contributions to improving the productivity, health, safety, and enjoyment of human life. The question in my mind is, what will the next 50 or 150 years bring? Because you graduates chose engineering or computer science and persevered through the challenging curriculum, you now have the ability to help solve the next century's challenges in energy, water, biomedical devices, and cybersecurity, to name just a few. Thanks to the great work of our faculty and students and exceptional support from the university and the state of Utah, the reputation of the University of Utah College of Engineering is one of high quality education and research and strength in innovation and entrepreneurship. In case you have not heard, the state legislature appropriated $5 million of ongoing funding to the engineering initiative this year to grow the state's capacity to educate engineers and computer scientists. And the Technology Initiative Advisory Board allocated more than half of it to the University of Utah. This ongoing money is matched by the universities. The state's previous engineering initiative awards to our college have produced a great return on investment. Since I came to the U in 2004, the total number of graduates has gone from 484 to 1,048 last year. We do not know yet how many students completed the requirements for graduation this year, but we have every reason to believe the numbers will continue to grow. When I arrived at the U, 7% of the U's freshman class came into engineering. Now it is 20%. You would probably not be surprised to know that the students in engineering have the highest average ACT scores of any college at the U, and the average score has gone up by 3 whole points over this period of time. Engineering research expenditures, as reported by the American Society for Engineering Education, have gone from $30 million per year to $95 million per year. And the number of peer-reviewed publications has gone from 245 to 1,645 last year. Over the past 8 years, College of Engineering faculty and graduate students have submitted 534 invention disclosures, resulting in 271 U.S. patents issued and 66 licenses executed. Since 2006, the college has spun out 76 companies. But our greatest contribution to the state is not the publications, patents, or startup companies. It is the well-educated, innovative, problem-solving, creative, logical, clear-thinking workforce that is represented by you graduates, the human capital. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics lists Utah as having the fastest growing tech sector in America. The Wasatch Front is becoming known as Silicon Slopes. It is hard to imagine a better place to be graduating with a degree in engineering or computer science. We have a heritage in this college of alumni who have truly changed the world for the better. As you put your energy and education to work on today's challenges, you will make the most of yourselves, do the most good that you can for humankind, and find great satisfaction in your professional lives. Engineering offers possibilities limited only by our imagination. You graduates should be pleased with your accomplishments. You have graduated from a Pac-12 school in the most demanding of disciplines. We are proud of each and every one of the members of the class of 2019. Congratulations. Before we begin awarding the diplomas, we will recognize some faculty, students, and friends who have made outstanding contributions to the college. An indication of the quality of young faculty we have hired is the number of them who have received the National Science Foundation Early Career Development Awards. The prestigious NSF Career Award supports the research of junior faculty members who exemplify outstanding research, excellent teaching, and the integration of education and research. The NIH Trailblazer Awards support early career development of junior faculty who show exceptional promise for creative basic research in science and engineering. We are delighted to announce that Michael Hepner, Owen Kingstead, Jessica Kramer, and Tucker Hermans have received the National Science Foundation Career Awards this year, and Tara Deans received the NIH Trailblazer Award. Would you award recipients please stand and be recognized? Please join me in congratulating them. Well done. The Distinguished Teaching Award is given to faculty members who have demonstrated significant contributions to the teaching mission of the university, specifically to those who have a consistent record of outstanding teaching performance, have implemented innovative teaching methods to motivate student learning, and have contributed to education outside of the classroom. I would like to recognize Cynthia First, Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. First teaches freshman circuit design and has previously taught nearly every course in the electromagnetics curriculum. She is an innovative leader of the flipped classroom teaching method and a co-author of a popular textbook. Dr. First, will you please come forward? Please stand here for a minute. Cynthia, your passion for teaching, your concern for students make you an ideal recipient of this recognition. Your Distinguished Teaching Award brings honor to the whole college. Please join me again in congratulating Professor Cynthia First. To recognize tenured faculty members who have made significant scholarly contributions to their fields, the Vice President for Research established a Distinguished Scholarly and Creative Research Award. This award is for research advancements that make a major contribution to the enrichment of mankind. I'm pleased to announce that Professor Feng Liu, a professor in materials science and engineering, is a recipient of the University Distinguished Scholarly and Creative Research Award. Feng, would you please come forward? Dr. Liu and his research group model and simulate materials from the atomic to the mesoscopic scales, providing the deep understanding of physics that is needed in high-tech applications such as nanotechnology. This research has applications in energy, environment, advanced manufacturing, and biomedical devices. I'm proud to have Professor Liu honored as a University Distinguished Scholar and Creative Research Award recipient. Please join me again in congratulating him. The rank of Distinguished Professor is a prestigious honor for selected faculty members whose achievements exemplify the highest standards of scholarship, international stature, and dedication to teaching, mentoring, and service. I am delighted to recognize Dr. Charles Hanson, a professor in the School of Computing, for his appointment as Distinguished Professor of Computing. Chuck, would you please come forward? Dr. Hanson is a professor in the School of Computing, Associate Director of the Scientific Computing and Imaging Institute, and a Fellow of the IEEE. Professor Hanson has had an enormous impact on the field of scientific visualization. His research group uses computer graphics to represent large data sets. Their rendering tool enables biologists to easily analyze 3D or 4D confocal data sets and is expected to benefit our understanding of many developmental, neurobiological, and metabolic diseases. Please join me in congratulating Distinguished Professor Chuck Hanson. The IEEE Computer Society has selected Robert Kessler from our School of Computing to be the recipient of the IEEE Computer Society Computer Science and Engineering Undergraduate Teaching Award. Would you please join me at the podium, Bob? This award recognizes Professor Kessler for his contributions to interdisciplinary computing education through the establishment of the Entertainment Arts and Engineering program. Since it was founded in 2007, EAE has been consistently ranked among the top video game design programs, achieving the #1 ranking 3 times. The program offers an undergraduate games emphasis in computing, a Bachelor of Science in Games degree, and a Master of Entertainment Arts and Engineering degree. Dr. Kessler has more than 30 years of research in the areas of programming languages, distributed and parallel systems, and software engineering. His most recent research is in games for health. He has been recognized previously for excellence in teaching as a recipient of the College of Engineering Outstanding Teaching Award and the University of Utah Distinguished Teaching Award. Professor Kessler will receive this award during the IEEE Computer Society Board of Governors meeting next month. Please join me again in congratulating Professor Bob Kessler. The American Society for Engineering Education has selected Distinguished Emeritus Professor Larry DeVries to be the recipient of the 2019 IEEE Lifetime Achievement Award in Engineering Education. Would you please join me at the podium, Larry? Dr. DeVries has had a huge impact on every aspect of engineering education. He joined our Department of Mechanical Engineering in 1960 and retired in 2018. Larry is known across the college for the personal interest he takes in each student's success. I have met a lot of alumni and have heard firsthand of his effect on them. Some of them have said that they would not have stayed in engineering except for his influence. Professor DeVries won all of the top teaching awards at the University of Utah and also national awards. His strong research program in materials and adhesives was funded by many agencies, including uninterrupted National Science Foundation support for more than 40 years. Larry graduated 73 thesis master's students and 27 PhDs. His students have gone on to prominent positions in industry and professorships at a number of universities, including MIT. Professor DeVries has served as department chair, associate dean, interim dean, and president of the academic senate, to name just a few of the leadership roles through which he has served our students and his fellow faculty members. Dr. DeVries is known throughout the university and community as a model of integrity and generosity. During the last 4 years that he worked at the university full-time, Larry donated his salary to the mechanical engineering department to help support students. This is a strong statement about the kind of person he is. The American Society for Engineering Education agrees with us that Professor DeVries has been a spectacular role model for faculty. His accomplishments in teaching, mentoring of students and faculty, research and scholarship, academic leadership, and professional service are remarkable. Larry will be presented the ASEE Lifetime Achievement Award during a ceremony at the Society's annual conference in June. Please join me in congratulating Distinguished Emeritus Professor Larry DeVries. Each year at Convocation, the College of Engineering presents its Distinguished Service Award to an individual who has given extraordinary service to engineering education. This year, the college honors Gretchen McLean, an alumna, accomplished business leader, and member of the Engineering National Advisory Council. Would you please join me at the podium, Gretchen? In her highly successful career as a global business executive, Gretchen McLean has impacted technologies ranging from cell phone interconnects to robotics for spacecraft. Her journey began at the University of Utah, where she earned a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. After graduating from the U, she rose quickly through engineering positions in design and program management before achieving her lifelong dream of working for NASA, where she became Chief Director of the International Space Station and Deputy Associate Administrator of Human Space Exploration. Her accomplishments were recognized with the NASA Distinguished Service Medal. Motivated to make an impact in the private sector, she left NASA for Allied Signal, now Honeywell Aerospace, where she served in a number of senior executive positions, including Vice President and General Manager and Vice President for Engineering and Technology. In 2011, these diverse leadership experiences led to her role as founding president and CEO of Xylem Inc., a leading global water technology company, making her one of only 24 women CEOs. Gretchen is a role model for women in engineering and is actively involved in outreach activities. Her personal story has inspired many. Gretchen and her husband Mark fund a generous scholarship in the College of Engineering. In 2015, she received the university's prestigious Founders Award. She was also inducted into the Utah Technology Council Hall of Fame and is the first woman to have received this honor. We're extremely grateful, Gretchen, for your example and for your many contributions to the college as an advisor, benefactor, and friend. In addition to this plaque,
Thank you.
there you go. In addition to this plaque, we will award a $2,500 scholarship in your name in recognition of the recipient's academic achievements and service to the community. Congratulations. I'm now pleased to announce the College of Engineering Outstanding Dissertation Award, which is presented annually to a PhD graduate in recognition of exceptionally impactful research reported in their doctoral dissertation. Kun Tian, a PhD graduate of the Materials Science and Engineering Department, has been selected to receive this award for her dissertation entitled Advanced Materials and Concepts for Spintronics, 2D Electronics, and Biosensor. Dr. Tian's advisor is Professor Ashutosh Tiwari. Dr. Tian, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Tian's breakthrough research on 2D semiconducting thin films holds promise for further scaling in size and power dissipation of transistors, and enabling the development of novel devices that will change how data is processed and stored. She has published 20 papers, 8 as first author, in peer-reviewed journals. Her papers have received close to 400 citations in a very short period of time, which is an indication of the high impact and intellectual merit of her research. As a materials scientist, Dr. Tian has been able to explore transformative concepts in a variety of fields, either by engineering novel materials or by exploring new physics in these devices. Dr. Tian is now a process engineer at Intel Corporation, where she is able to contribute to the research and development of future electronic devices. She will continue to have impact in the field for many years to come. Please join me in congratulating Kun Tian as the College of Engineering Outstanding Dissertation Award recipient. Each year, we recognize a graduating senior who has shown outstanding leadership in student organizations. We are impressed that our student leaders find time to serve their peers in addition to doing their own schoolwork. As a means of recognizing such service, we have established the Outstanding Student Leadership Award. This year's recipient is Stephen Staffschold. Stephen, please join me at the podium. Stephen is graduating with a BS degree in chemical engineering. He has served as president of our student chapter of the American Institute for Chemical Engineers and as the chair of the Chemical Engineering Undergraduate Student Advisory Committee. As AICHE president, he helped organize networking, professional development, and social events for students, faculty, and industry representatives. Stephen has served as both vice president and president of our Chemi CAR team. As the senior lab assistant, he has helped ensure the safe and successful operation of our chemical engineering senior projects lab. Stephen also has a keen interest in literature and managed the literary magazine, The Sponge, written entirely by STEM students. Additionally, Stephen has been an outstanding representative, sharing his enthusiasm for chemical engineering with his peers and future engineers. Congratulations, Stephen, on your outstanding record. We wish you every success. We have asked Stephen to be our student speaker this year, so I'll turn the time over to him.
Hello. I can't tell you how surreal it is to be here right now, up on this stage, giving this speech. Winning this award, I mean, I never thought I'd get an award, and I certainly never thought I'd get one in a basketball stadium. My dad was my second grade basketball coach, and I assure you he's just as surprised as you are. Jokes aside, though, there was many points in my career where I was worried that I wasn't going to make the cut. I actually started as a Chinese and business dual major, and I did that for 2 years before I started chemical engineering. And my first year, it was quite a change. The pace was very different, and I didn't have any friends. And it took me a minute to recalibrate, but I'm very happy to say the first 2 friends that I made in chemical engineering, the 2 people that I can truly say I wouldn't be up here today without their influence, are Dr. Tony Butterfield and Dr. Kyle Branch. I would like to take a moment to recognize them both, please. And it didn't get easier after my first year. My second year, I actually had to get invasive spinal surgery. So I was bedridden for 3 weeks, and after that, I spent another 2 weeks not being able to come up to campus. But luckily at that point, I had joined the ChemiCar team, and I reached out to my other teammates, and I was wowed with how much time and effort they put into helping me with notes, helping me with homework, quizzes, and without them, there's no way I would have passed that year. And then the year after that, I decided to do a study abroad in Brazil. And it seemed like smooth sailing, but when I got there, I came to discover that the classes that I enrolled in were actually a year more advanced than I was supposed to be taking, and they're all taught in Portuguese. So I did my best to make a lot of friends, and I felt like my Portuguese would be up to snuff, but they didn't really cover how to say centrifuge or pump head in my Portuguese classes. So with a little bit of remediation in Portuguese and chemical engineering, I actually managed to succeed in that endeavor as well. Then the year after that, we were competing for the ChemiCare competition, and we had spent months conditioning this lead-acid battery that we made from scratch. And a week before competition, we ended up short-circuiting it and had to start from scratch again. Luckily for us, all of the months of conditioning that we had done on the other battery, we had the opportunity to do in a week, and it was spring break. So we spent all of spring break, and I mean all of spring break, morning and night, in the lab, charging and discharging that battery on a 3-hour cycle. And by the end of it, we had spent more than 130 consecutive hours in the lab and the satellite computer lab, sleeping in shifts. And I tell these stories to outline the paradox of leadership. I'm up here at this podium today receiving this award, but this is really a recognition of all of the teams that I've been a part of to get here to this moment. Whether it was AICHE, whether it was ChemiCar, whether it was SAC, undergrad, outreach, or any of the other teams I was assigned as part of my classes, you all are the reason that I'm here right now. And I'd like to take a moment for us all to reflect on the people who brought us here and all of those teams and give them a round of applause. Now, I have to say, I've been a little worried about today. And it was partially because of the speech, but a large part of it too is I've been talking about all these teams that I've been a part of. And today is a big day. It shows all of the achievements that we've achieved together over the course of these years, but it also is to let us know that it's over. These teams that we've spent all this time establishing, that's that. But I've been thinking a lot about it, and it's funny because I was actually a little late for the lineup to work our way over here because I was with my closest friends in chemical engineering, and we spent a moment talking to each other, giving each other cheers, giving each other our own little graduation speeches. And when I think about my time here, that's the moment I'll think about. So what I'm trying to get at is it doesn't have to stop here, though. We might be graduating today. Some of you might be continuing on to graduate school. Some of you might be continuing to jobs. You might not see these people. You might not be going to classes with them or skipping classes with them. But that doesn't mean that these relationships have to end. So with that in mind, I would like to have you all pretend like I'm a professor for a second, and I'm going to give you an assignment. Wow. Is that how that feels? Yeah. So once the hustle and bustle of graduation comes to a close, again, I want you to reflect on all of the teams that brought you here, your peers, your professors, your family, especially your family. And I'd like you to reach out to them and say thank you. My mom should be expecting something from me later. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm happy now to recognize the 34 students who not only graduated from engineering, but also met all of the requirements of the honors program. Would the engineering honors graduates please stand and let us give you a round of applause. Thank you. We will now award the diplomas. Faculty and department chairs who wish to participate in the hooding of their PhD candidates or who wish to personally congratulate any student are invited to line up in front of the first row of seats on the floor. As some students come forward, you will notice they're wearing an orange braid on their regalia. This signifies that they were in the top 10% of their department's graduating class. I invite Associate Deans Casera and Eddings, Trustee Burton, and General Counsel Vetter to join me in congratulating the graduates.
Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, Kyle Burke. Mark Martin Jensen. Michael Paul Fogarty. Christopher Charles Conlon. Daria Nestorovich Anderson. Catherine Lambert.
I'm good. I'm good with this. So did,
Arad Lajavardi Kosh. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ruhala Khatmi. Konstantinos Okonomou. Young Ray Song. Trammy Win. Hannah Janety Basemont. Santosh Pokhrel. Deepanjan Badra. Sudhajit Misra. Kyung Tae Min. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering, Kristen Merritt. Matthew Hamilton. Colin Young. Jeffrey Huber Easton. Kyle Joe Branch. Jan Gorel. Yichen Wang. Josh McConnell. Ding Wang. Yuan Yang. Drupad Raghuvir Betty. Swan Yu Lu. Khalid Rashid. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, Michael Glenn Beeman. Saeed Ali Hedayat. James Douglas Carrico. Robert Kenneth Rance. Hamid Basari. Amir Mir Bagari. Amin Jarzemski. Mohammed Gassami. Ali Reza Borjali. Zara Falahi Arzugar. Isaac Nelson. Farhad Shiri. Jonathan Douglas Mortensen. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Nima Haghayaneni. Elmer Ferdinand Eidelpes. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Nuclear Engineering, Stephen Michael Novell. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, Alan Parker Humphrey. Joseph Herschel Novak. Jung-Uk Cho. Kuei Wu. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computing, Young Gao. Michael Matheny. Philip Lundrigan. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Materials Science and Engineering, Denpang Dong. Enon In. You'll have to somehow work it.
Candidates in a degree of Master of Computer Science, Sonika Jindal.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Bioengineering, Fiona Louise Weathersby.
Akancha Saha.
Pace Harper Cranny.
Paride Bahate.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Jonathan Polson.
Zarak Zahir.
Tarek Marouche.
Grishma Mahadava Brusada.
Zachary Christian Hales.
Ukansare Subaramunian.
Stephen Cimino.
Dwani Vora.
Robert Leo Walker III.
Prasid Mitra.
Candidates for the combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Bioengineering, Ramdar Tivan Bagon Samanani.
Shuvajit Mukherjee.
Grimaldi. Samuel Aaron Colby.
Rimaldeep Singh.
Lindsay Sharing.
Sheetyul Krishna Mohandas Janahaki.
Anurag Tripathi.
Shalaja Singh. Singh Zhao.
Shruvan Parthasarthi.
Rain Lee.
Tanner Lesweer.
Krunal Jain. Rajath Javali.
Donald Clark Ragsdale. Yenny Nguyen.
Abhishek Lakshminarayana.
Mia Whipfeld.
Vinu Srivasan.
Christopher Kwatch.
Pavitra Shida Baram Papa.
Allison May Cockhill.
Shrija Adul Suruli.
Rachel Marie Palmer.
Sunjana Arawinju.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Chemical Engineering, Rojan Vijarpurapu.
Harshni Kirithi Vasan.
Caleb James Clark.
Gararima Shambra. Candidates of the combined degree of Bachelors of Computer Science and Masters in Computer Science. Simon Redman.
Jesse Glisson.
Michelle Nguyen.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering, Mickey Navadomskis.
Kevin Parker.
Zachary Herbert.
Andrew Chase Costanavas.
Allison Grace Albert.
Robert Scott Weishuttle Jr.
Goli Zolekani.
Candidates of the Masters in Computer Science or in Computing. Moharanja Devendran Shanti.
Colton Forrest Murphy.
Craig Roden.
Vanessa Taylor McEntee.
Taylor Max Welker.
Bhaskar Kunwar.
Rebecca Mukherjee.
Swastik Pokral.
Mohammed Rahan Gori.
Saraz Avinash Rishi.
Spencer Zachary Frohnberg.
Faraz Al Abdul Rasul.
Yash Gangrade.
Mohammed Imdadul Islam.
Yulong Liang.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nuclear Engineering, Carlos Enrique Uloa.
Shun Shula Karivala.
Aaron Earl Porter.
Srikanth Reddy Kangda.
Candidates for the degree of combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Material Science and Engineering, Joshua Ray Winger.
Ram Kashu Sithra Ju. Sravan Kumar Nirathi.
Jared Adam Bunn.
Matthew Torito.
Richard Otero.
Candidates in the combined degree of a Bachelor of Computer Science and a Master of Science in Computing. Richard Scott Frost.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Dearda Johnson.
Michael Zhang.
Justin Wetstein.
Johnny Lee.
Rodolfo Garcia.
Dylan Gagne.
Eric Lindstrom.
Nika Ibrahimi.
Brian Wade Fitting.
Jacob Bradley Osterloh.
Cade Adams Parkinson.
Jake Pitkin.
Joseph Clark Peterson.
Candidates with a Master of Software Development. Sydney Sturgeon Brimley.
Carl Frank Harriott.
William Aldrich.
Nicholas Dorset.
Candidates with a Master of Entertainment Arts and Engineering. Clay Westing.
Taylor Ogden.
Trevor Newell.
Matthew Ernest Paget.
Yiming Huang.
Melinda Schreiber.
Christopher Anthony Daughtry.
Mohanad Aboud.
Samuel Coleman Burko.
Jedediah Lawrence Knight.
Devlin Sarkar.
Jeremy Scott Jones.
Chase Emmett Sanders.
Karthik Suresh.
Varun Suru Varup.
Atul Sanjay Ahirao.
Shantanu Pade.
Manju Shivdasan.
Shanghao Chu.
Aniket Chandrakant Patil.
Ukarsh Suresh Agrawal.
Krishna Pingali.
Michaela Jane Yon.
Christopher Sandstrom.
Tony Tong.
Evan Michael Ross.
Mukul Kakru.
Joshua Loomis.
Robert Ethan Bear.
Michael Libbert.
Nate Shirley.
Candidates for the combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Raphael Chanu.
Jonathan Bishop.
Daniel Stephen Milovich.
Sai Upa Dayayula.
Dallin Barnes.
Petra Pintar.
Candidates for the Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Logan Gary Affleck.
T. Jiang.
Andrew J. Sorensen.
Chen Mi.
Juan Rafael Jangalarokan.
Dickens Chong.
John Weston Moose.
Rita Kamarska.
Abhinay Ved Patak.
Noel Snow Johnston.
Yitsun Sao.
Utkarsh Rau Wishvavasu.
David Hoyt Turner.
Benjamin James Barker.
Min Win.
Shihao Wang.
Naveen Kumar Jayak Kumar.
Angie Wang.
Radha Jagubak Kanan.
Kunan Zong.
Sneha Prinya Kilk.
Samuel Middlehauser.
Arpita Srinath.
Katrina Bradsher.
Candidates for the combined degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, David Hobb.
Khadidra Dean.
Theodore McClure.
Miguel Angel Espinoza Calderon.
Clinton Thomas.
Emmy Victoria Eve.
J.D. Martin Germer.
Chris Chuang.
Thomas Bueller.
Sarah Alexis Solar.
Gavin Mitchell Yipe.
Shuang Wu. Shuntu Nu Shripad Mane. Yes, that's yes. Candidates with a Bachelor's of Science in Biomedical Engineering. Paisley Alexandra Tarboton.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Alexandros Koloveas.
James E. Kirklow.
Jennifer Ann Ashby.
Paul Colgan.
Rachel Catherine Romero.
Sierra Nichel Erickson.
Catherine Sarah Morgan, magna cum laude.
Joseph Anthony Massey.
Chloe Winslow.
Chelsea Elizabeth Gibbs.
Gregory Kurt Mudrow.
Anna Niebling Harding.
Hannah Elizabeth Wilkinson.
Garrison Colvin cum laude.
Brian Chase Peterson.
Janet Elizabeth Munoz.
Jordan Bills.
Daniel Fong.
Jacob Allen Brown, summa cum laude.
Dylan Robert Wooten, cum laude.
Kyle Chandler Salisbury.
Kristen Nicole Rominger, summa cum laude.
Patrick Scott Nelson.
Megan Dearden, cum laude.
Nathan Woodson White, magna cum laude.
Jenna Nicole Langford.
Avery Smith.
Yongji Lee.
Trenton Brad Kirkham.
Spencer Fenimore.
Michael Chung.
Brennan Douglas Deegan.
Noor Itahump Idris.
Dylan Emil Palomino.
James A. Eskelson.
Riley Christian Hogroger.
Natalia Maxi Menko.
Ryan Andrus Usgard.
Christian Scott Hancock.
Trevor James Chase, cum laude.
William Bates.
Alexandros Cherry.
Stuart Robert. Dylan Frederick.
Gentry Marie Feeney.
David Mark Jackson.
Hannah Schluckler.
Brendan Auk.
Joseph Hartel.
Austin Christiansen.
Serene Ann Kurgay.
Haley Zenith Galvez Dennis.
Sarah June Waite.
Kelly Ray Nelson, cum laude.
Abby Ireland, cum laude.
Maha El Fajri.
Christopher Caleb Howe.
Lisa Marie Hazel.
Lars Lofgren.
Rand Al-Zahawi.
Brian Caudle, cum laude.
Hamdan Aliafi.
Merrill Douglas Dottweiler.
Nu Tuong Nguyen.
Connor Benson Anderson.
Mohammed Shazwi Adib Mohammed Karim.
Yekaterina Romanovskaya.
Alex Watcott.
Max Alfonso.
Kendall Webb.
Candidates with a Bachelor of Science in Material Science and Engineering. Alicia Gail Dibble, magna cum laude.
Corey Michael Oliver.
Ashley Patterson, cum laude.
Ryan James Summerhays.
Kobe Jacob Chavez.
Rachel Faye Koyman.
Michael Allen.
Alexander James Lowry.
Dane Bertelson.
Bryce Allgood.
Jackson Roller, cum laude.
Nicola Todorov.
Savannah Melanie Bennett.
Jacob Andrew Clarkson.
Kimberly Reed Gordon Watts.
Griffin Lusty.
Mitchell D. Parker.
Timothy Hembry.
Jin Huan Hong.
Courtney Ray Scholl.
Shane Michael Torrey.
Maria Laura Perez.
Jake D. Gilmore.
Nick Rukavina.
Candidates with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Larissa Joe Crawford.
Parker William DeYoung.
Kirby Wood.
Paul Hendrickson.
Ruben Caleb Morrill.
Sarah Ann Bureau.
Nicholas J. Bybee.
Mikkel Ward.
Jesse Allen Coker.
Paige Nicole Brimley.
Matthew Lynn Silver.
Trenton Reed.
Jacob Bernard Atkinson.
Brady Westberg.
Justin Olson.
Timothy Xiaoyang Kwa.
Michael Alexander Allred.
Taylor Jensen.
Eric Lindstrom.
Eric James Tanner.
Zach J. Larson.
Jordan Davis.
Emmanuel Cardenas.
Casey Andrew Tanner.
Austin James Wong.
Erica Christine White.
Nathan Brad Maurer.
Dorjabat Dorja Mensham.
Peter James Timby.
Aubrey Christine Grant Smith.
Matthew McMillan.
J. Trent Brown.
Stephen Lloyd Peterson.
Landon Crowther.
Tina Eskundaru.
Nicholas V. Parcell.
Michael Robert Valero.
Haley Jane Featon.
Joshua Nett.
Andrea Joy Bartlett.
Andrew Martin Werwood.
Claire Elaine Stegman.
Austin Stevens.
Kelton George.
Joseph Michael Harmer.
Angelica Monteli Guerrero.
Jordan Gardner.
Kasia Eilers.
Candidates with the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Sean Hammond.
Michaela Stransky.
Derek Colton Burns.
Steve Staffsholt.
Taylor Daniel Smith.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Timothy F. Elliott.
Nicholas Manuel.
Christopher Hawes.
Nicholas Elliott.
Anthony Richard Malazgar Jr.
Marlon Grada Duarte.
Lucas Sean Juarez.
Xavier Humberg.
Catherine Hine, cum laude.
Preston Balfour.
Drew Marcian Siemens.
Trevor Kenneth Overby.
Courtney Kim Nugent.
Logan Michael Rapalato.
Mansour Al-Hote Yala.
Matthew Benjamin Wilson.
Danielle Marie Zeblin, cum laude.
Cole Michael Mortensen.
Dana Tran.
Rohan Chini Eel.
Marielle Holstein.
Kaylin Daly.
Braden Jenkins.
Josh Vidmar.
Kimberly Stevens.
Cale Aaron Thompson.
Jose Javier Vera.
Daniel Campbell cum laude.
Gurpreet Singh Bati.
Zane Allen Yarbrough.
Jared Lee Harbaugh.
Brian Rodriguez.
Michael Lars Olson.
Alec Harris Becker.
John Piccolo.
Jeremy Richard Whipple.
Jinhao Ling.
Brett David Lurcher, magna cum laude.
Sean Eichsenberger.
Candidates with a degree in the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Luke Patrick Alexander.
Musa Dawood.
Taylor Hogue.
Richard Peterson.
Brian Lee.
Zachary David Bailey.
Gregory Arthur Rossich. Philip Gabriel Hojanaki.
Christopher Howard Merket.
Asher Sorensen.
Hardeep Singh.
Vladimir Surdich.
Kian K. Chi.
Connor Christian Parrish.
Kumalia Nomayekete Weston.
Anthony Posel-E.
Lon Anders Bergfjord.
Twee Win.
James Ross Fricky.
Skylar Lloyd Heckner.
Kason Curtis Hill.
Alexander Burns, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Berg Duzay.
Monish K. Gupta.
Colby Lapidus.
Johann Vischer,
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering,
cum laude.
Emily Ray Kemker.
Michael Sorger.
Tyler Axel Jensen.
Rong Shao.
Zacharias Joseph Owen Alrud.
Melody Shang.
Zachary Glenn Z. Wallen.
Luke Kinsley.
Graydon Howard Hall.
Kevin Glenn Lund.
Benjamin Charles Wood.
Patrick Ekel.
Brandon Corwin.
Ine Mano, cum laude.
Khalifa bin Hendi.
Mitchell Penrose.
Michael Anthony Smith Gonzalez.
Van Euclid Dye.
Matthew Stewart Andrus.
Kevin Hoang Lee.
Jared Christensen.
Benjamin Allred.
Leroy Luis Isaac.
Owen Webb.
Junyan Ho cum laude.
Cody Kendall.
Jayu Yang.
Lingji Zhang.
Jeffrey Keith Harris.
Usama Kurgay.
Andrew John Tita.
Joshua David Christensen, cum laude.
Nathan Liu.
Utu Sharma.
Austin Ray Stevens.
Cameron Paulson.
Caitlin Bean.
Zachary Javon Fry.
Stanton Lawrence Brown.
Andrew Radford.
Tyler Shane Scott, cum laude.
Jaden Holiday.
Clancy Van Dyke.
Joshua Rosen, summa cum laude.
Seth Van Dyke.
Alexandra Bertunoli.
Nick Beerwolf.
Michael Loper.
Kyle Summer.
Jolie Halaran Ook.
Michael Kowak.
Jason Vincent Lajouvin.
Kara Louise Otten.
Bradley Dawn.
Patrick J. O'Brien.
Jacob Sivo.
Starly Lynn Bush.
Brady Ryan Jacobson.
Emily Ann Mitchell.
Cameron Jackson.
James Bailey.
Victor Rodney Kersey.
Valeska Ann Wall.
Brian Condi Young.
Brian Dorshus.
Chase Nash Chamberlain.
Coulter Scott McKean.
Christian William Purdy.
Dane Larson.
Stephen J. Hogan, cum laude.
Taylor Lillenquist.
Ryan Thomas Baker, magna cum laude.
Tyson Heaton.
Charles Clausen.
Marciano C. Preciado.
Andrew Keaton Bruce.
Matthew Ludlow.
Ryan David Williams.
Shiv Patel.
Horan Chen, magna cum laude.
Miguel Granda.
Jin He.
Alex Piccolati.
Roy Liu.
Andrew William Spink.
Bryce Goddard.
Christopher Holland.
Hannah Catherine Potter, magna cum laude.
Carlisle Favre.
EJ Guo, magna cum laude.
Riley Swan.
Marina Johnson.
Daniel Stephen Poss.
Samir Mulahalivic.
Gavin Thomas Kausa.
Ricardo Sanzini.
Christopher Allen Dahlkamp.
David Reeves.
Jessica Christensen.
Scott Anthony Stedman.
Tim D. Dosty.
Madan Badarai.
Vicente Sawanza.
Maria Alejandra Pardo Montoya.
Matthew Dye.
Ashley Taylor Curries.
Fumio Urima.
Jasper Freedom Orion Sloth.
June Kane Gao.
Christian James Hansen.
Abdal Rahman Al Yusuf.
Nathan Milo.
Abdullah Zamzami.
Alan Matthew Mortensen.
Ali Al Shamsi.
Jordan Hensley, cum laude.
Ahmed Hussein Ali Hussein Alogani.
David Maribel.
Muhammad Al-Nuddin.
Hannah Marie Palma.
Muhammad Izzat bin Mod Salaman.
Madeline McDonald.
Muhammad Zahiri bin Mahatsir.
Jacob Perry Kramer.
Amart Hosseini Mart Zaman.
Kyle McKay Erickson.
Sidizuli Hazami.
Rachel Bruff.
Normazni binti Mohammed Zaki.
Ethan Ransom.
Siti Norjana Tukiman.
Tori Mayan Jenkins.
Nurul Hannah Muhammad Nizam.
Isaac Freeland.
Alan Villa.
Justin Bush.
Mitchell Smith.
Nathan Gigi.
Garrett Fazig.
Eric McNamara.
Hunter Bernstein.
Jonathan Call.
Yusuf Al-Sanyeya.
Candidates in the degree in the Bachelor of Science in Games. Brandon Marin.
Charles Nelson.
Caleb Hogan.
McKay Leon Chamberlain.
Nan Ying.
David Castaneda.
Michael Whitmer.
Charles Edmund Shinatri.
Jacqueline May Clark, cum laude.
Gisarai Valbuena Sanchez.
Douglas Hawthorne.
Chunyang Yuan.
Brianna Hurame.
Irshad Ishmael.
Kendall Cotter.
Hansel Park.
Candidates with the Bachelor of University Studies. Brittany Nicole Thompson.
Nurul Muzaffar.
Ryan Shirey.
Mohammed Nizarul Helmi bin Abd Alim.
Oliver Taggart, magna cum laude.
Zuhey Abd Aziz. Mohammed Arave Afzal Mohammed Amin. Mohammed Haikar bin Mohammed Jamal. Kevin Michael Moffat, cum laude. Cole Philip Shancy. Doreen Butter, cum laude. Brandon Michael Kessler. Tatiana Marie Frost. Hannah Crawford. Monica Downing. Ethan Evans. Tyler Barrett, magna cum laude. Anthony Amekir. Mariah Lee Henning, cum laude. Christopher Isaac Rydalch. Alexander Christopher Cook. Alec Nielsen. Dallin Court Nauman. Samuel David Johnson. Chris Anjuweir Den. Shay Cullison. Matthew Wilson. Isabella Thane. Shane Williams. Caden McDould. Christopher Pearson. Spencer Toch. Campbell McGavin. Jaron Ortega. Thackeray Brooke Archuleta. Stephen Turner. Nathan Douglas Dibb. Nicholas James Smith. Craig J. Butler. Mitchell D. Wheat. Peter Lung. Jaron Kelly Stevens. Joseph Blash. Michael Geary. Evan Smale.
Thank you all. As the Dean of the College of Engineering, I now confer your degrees. Undergraduates, you may move the tassel of your cap from the right to the left side. Graduates, you may move the tassel of your cap from the left to the right. Congratulations to all of you. I thank all of the staff members in the Dean's office and in the departments who make this event run smoothly. Monica Heaton and Jana Nelson organized this group. Special thanks to Brian Van Devener and Chris Coleman for reading the graduates' names, and to Daniel Tuutau and the Maywood String Quartet, who've provided music for our convocation. We will now begin the recessional. Grand Marshal Tim Amel will lead the way.